This your boy Rosco the Boss, and you now tuning in with the Hood on Hoodlum TV.
Was standing on my last list. No, you can't hang with the gang if you ain't got my spine like a motherfucking bad parent.
All that fake smiling in my face, these niggas got hell of a nerve. All them fake bitches with the fake.
Alright, so let the people know we at right now, who we with, for those who don't know you if they don't.
You with your boy Rosco the Boss from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah. Alright, so originally from Savannah?
Yeah.
Which part?
East side.
East side, bet.
Yeah.
So in your own experience, like, how was it like for you growing up on the east side of Savannah?
I mean, I always ran with the older dudes. Gangsters, killers, drug dealers, whatever you want to call them, I was with all of them. So I was a young dude around all them dudes.
Yeah. Alright, so for you growing up in that type of environment and atmosphere, what was it that kind of led you up to the music?
Honestly, me and my little cousin, we used to always steal my granddaddy tape recorder, so we used to watch BET all the time. So I really learned how to write from listening to Tupac, Living Down in L.A. That's really how I learned how to write music. But you know, I started taking it serious when Camouflage died. That's really when I started taking it serious.
Let me ask you, how did that death like affect you in the sense with you being a kid growing up and so forth, and this being the person, you know, coming from Savannah, the first one about to reach that industry, those steps that hasn't been made at that time?
I mean, honestly, it fucked me up for real. Like, I was on the way to the studio when that shit happened. So actually, I was just getting off the phone when probably about 20 minutes before it happened. But when I got to the corner of 37th and MLK, my brother called me to take his car to Vips to go put some Daytons on it. So he kind of really saved me from that. But it really fucked me up when I got the phone call. Shit, I hyperventilated. I was in the hospital too when that shit happened. So.
Unfortunate. So even with you speaking on that, I want to expound on that. Like, what was your relationship with Camouflage then?
Well, I actually knew him from the streets. So I always was into music, but I wasn't really serious with it like that, because he the first person I ever seen that I knew really to take it there. So I started taking it serious after I seen that, because I used to always go watch him perform at the No Limit, Teasers, all that.
Nice. Alright, so even from that era, with you taking on your own path with the music and so forth, what can you say like you kind of took from that experience as far as being around and experiencing that and watching him do that for the most part? Like, what is something that you want to say that you kind of took away from that other than just like it can be possible kind of more sort?
I mean, the dedication, the passion, and bigger than that, I was always focused on who was really in control, like the bosses. So I always wanted to understand the business of it before I really got into it. So as far as from him, like, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my favorite rappers, for real, because I actually knew him, and he was super talented. First dude I ever seen freestyle for 30 minutes. You see what I'm saying? I ain't no freestyler. He was just all around with it, so I took a lot of game from that, though.
Gotcha. Alright, so fast forward, you started trying to do the music and so forth. How was people reacting, their initial reaction to you taking the music like serious in a sense?
People took it serious because we was already in the streets. So I had a name in the streets before people really knew I was rapping. Plus, you know, after he died, then Rome came to the forefront. I was Rome hype man. So I was in the clubs underage. We was rocking them bitches. Me and Rome Bad Daddy. So shout out to Rome Bad Daddy.
I like it. Alright, so when did you know, for the most part, that, okay, they vibing with it, we can really take this up to the next level and keep it going and take it as far as we can?
When we started really going on the road with it, going different places, because I was never into my homeboys telling me my shit hard. Because God bless the dead, rest in peace to my boy Cheek. Cheek used to always tell me, like, little bro, listen, don't go platinum amongst your homeboys, because them niggas gonna tell you your shit hard. They supposed to. Really, they ain't, but you know how niggas do. So that shit always stuck with me in my head, so I always thought global. That's just how I think. I want to compete with the industry, not people where I'm from.
Right, I hear you on that. Alright, so even for you, with you saying that and wanting to branch out and compete with inside the industry and things of that nature, do you think and feel that it's necessary and that it's I'm not gonna say necessary, but that is mandatory, that's needed for someone from Savannah for the most part to have to leave Savannah in order to get that exposure or wherever they're trying to go in a sense.
Yeah, I feel like that because we don't really have, it's really no outlet from Savannah, but it's certain people that you could deal with who actually know a little bit of stuff. But as far as like doing like real business, shit, people leave New York to go to Atlanta or Atlanta to go to New York. It's just really about relationships. So over the years, I just been building a relationship. Even when I was with Pure Pain, I still got relationships from that. I was the young dude in the camp. So I do feel like it's necessary to leave here and go somewhere else, because it's like a lot of times people don't believe it until they see it somewhere else. So if my shit blew up right now and I'm in Atlanta somewhere, they gonna fuck with it. I feel like the city will fuck with it, but I feel like they want to see you got something going on first. So I don't never say like the city ain't behind me. I don't talk like that, because I know once I get there, they gonna be right there with me.
For real. All right, so and then like right now we're in your studio and so forth. So like, when did it dawn on you to start, bringing your own stuff into play? As far as I want my own studio, I want my own stuff. It's the boss. Like we want our own.
Cause I'm a real tedious person. I'm super picky. I know how I want my shit to sound like. This is my second studio actually. I had another studio that was way better than this one. When it was me, my partner Macadon, dude named Punch. Like we had a group. So I always had my own studio, and I always wanted it because I'm like, why would I go pay $150, $60 to go record somewhere else when I could just have my own shit, but get the right stuff for mine to sound just like them? So I can record in my studio, I can send it to the majors to get it mixed, mastered, whatever I need to do. But it was about saving time and money for me.
Got you. All right, and so far on the music side for you, like for this year so far, it's been you've been teasing the single because you got a single with Bankroll Freddie,
yeah,
and it's also someone else featured on it as well.
Rennie Rucci. Oh, you talking about on that record?
Yeah, on
DG Chuck.
Yeah. So even with that, like, how did that track even all come about with even trying to reach out for the features and so forth?
Damn, how did Fate come about? Matter of fact, my manager E, he know a producer named D Lamar. Like, dude, tough. Like, dude got shit Mariah Carey credits. He that dude. So when E presented me the record, I heard this shit and I was like, I want that. And he got a sense of doing that because he'll just throw some shit out there and know I'ma like it. Then when I go to Barberton, I just look at him, he just laugh. So I was like, shit, I want that record. And me and my brother started talking. I'm like, who can I put on the record? And I'm like, I put Bankroll on it because I know he up and coming too, but he with a major label. So I just put Bankroll Freddie on it, and then DG Chuck was already on the hook because him and D Lamar had worked on that. Right. So when they bought it to me, shit was up. The shit was right. So I hit Bankroll up, broke bread with him, and he came to do a show in Savannah. My manager took me over there. I chopped it up with him in the club. Shit, we came straight here and knocked it out.
Oh yeah. Even for you, when they see, do you feel like the city that you have that support, when they see you making these moves as far as with Lincoln with Bankroll Freddie, even with tracks you got with Rennie Rucci and so forth, and these other people who are certified and got credentials and so forth, do you feel like that they are really paying attention and they really see that you're taking that step forward to really, make this something believable so everybody else can do it and see that's possible as well?
Yeah, I think people, I know they see it because we hear good and bad. You got some people who don't want to see me go all the way there. Because some people feel like they won't be able to handle me on that level. But they really don't know my mindset. Like, my mindset to do this is once I get my foot in the door, shit, we create a hub. We need a hub in Savannah. Atlanta got a hub, Houston got a hub, LA got a hub, New York got a hub. Shit, now Jacksonville got a fucking hub. So why not get with like the major DJs, like at the radio station, like CJ the DJ, get with these type of people, get all the DJs together, and if you got one label that got the outlets for the artists to do it, shit, why not do it? Because I want to see other people go, even if they get bigger than me. I want to sit back and get the money. So that's my mindset. I don't have an artist mindset. I have a boss mindset. That if I can make 10 niggas blow, shit, that make my pockets bigger. Everybody eating, everybody happy.
Yeah. So then I want to ask you this, like, what's like your process, your mind frame whenever it's time for you to record music in a sense? Is it already premeditated before you even come to the studio? Gotta be on vibes, you gotta come and just feel the beat and so forth, then do it like that? Like, how is it for you?
My process is, I get with different, like on my EP, Boss Talk, I got 7 records on it, but I got like, what, 4 producers? So all the records sound different, but my process be, we gonna listen to the record first before I even come in the studio. So my manager send me the record, I'm gonna listen to it first. So when I come here, I already know what I'm gonna do. So I'm never gonna just come in the studio and just be trying to make songs. Like, we make records. Fuck songs. I can make 100 songs. Well, shit, you can make 50 songs. I can put out 1 record and trump all that shit. So why I'm trying to put out all this music if they don't know 1 record that I got? So I'm trying to get their attention, then I'm gonna give them what I really do. So I feel like that's the best way to do it. That's how the majors do it.
And do you feel like that can that's possible? That's gonna be possible with this project that you're setting to try to even put out?
Oh yeah, definitely. Cause we got shit. All the records to me are hit records, but we do have a particular record called Freaky. Like, we know what that's gonna do. Cause we done let the program directors here. We done let different majors here, so they already know what's up with it. So once we release it, it's all about the marketing of it though. Cause I can throw the record out there and it's just living on the internet. But if you don't put the money behind it to really push the record, it ain't gonna do nothing. So I know for sure we definitely got a hit record.
Gotcha. All right, and switching the topic and just ask your opinion on this. Like, all right, so what advice, in a sense, too, would you tell someone like an artist who, for example, you had a different upbringing as far as, you know, the environment, the streets or whatever, and then, you know, leading into, you know, going legit and everything of that nature and so forth, like getting in this position. What would you tell someone who's, like I said, they're in a whole different environment, they want to do the music, they can't actually put what everybody want to hear as far as this, and, you know, what they don't want to fake it for the rap in a sense, and they not in the streets in a sense. So what would you tell them for the most part if they feel intimidated because they're like, well, I ain't got the resources he got, like, what do I do then? Like,
but see, I could definitely answer that because I was one of them artists and still one of those artists who could, and I used to tell my manager this, I didn't want to talk certain ways because we was active in the street, so I didn't want to get niggas in trouble and certain shit. I'm not gonna say nothing that I ain't doing because I always told my partners, like, once you say something on that wax, they gonna fact check you, and I ain't about to be one of the ones out here trying to be fake kicking it and shit like I'm this and that. I am what I am. So as far as that, I mean, I tell them just stay in your lane. Everybody got their own lane. Cause everybody feel like you a real nigga cause you a street nigga. Every street nigga ain't a real nigga. All the street niggas, a lot of them be rats. So that shit don't even matter. So I say don't get caught up in the hype. Just stay in your lane and find the right resources. Like, I'm a perfect person to reach out to. Me, my manager, we don't hold back no information. We don't hold back no information from nobody. So I say just stay humble, get in your own lane, know what you want to do. I feel like a lot of people need to really get into this and get around people who doing it to see if it's really for you, because this shit'll get discouraging. When you ain't got the right money, when you ain't got the right connects, you going in these clubs asking DJs to play your record, they might play your shit right then. Me, I operate off of relationships. I won't do nothing in the music industry without a relationship, even if it costs me money. But I would rather go off the relationship because they're going to respect the relationship with who I'm going through more than they'll respect me just coming to them. Because anybody can spend money. So,
right about that. All right. And also for you, like, what do you feel like your tracks or your music has that's going to guarantee like some longevity for you in the long run?
I feel like I know I have records for every different genre. I got different records, so shit, my music it sound right. All my records sound big, and I don't sound like nobody. So I got 7 records, but on all 7 records, I might sound like a different person. Just because the cadences of my voice, I'm playing with my voice. But honestly, nobody here ever heard me rap like I just let you hear. Like, you just heard the music, so nobody never really heard me go like that. Because I've had records, but it's like the records that I had, they still good records, but it ain't what I got now, though. This shit I got now is like that shit, and I know they gonna fuck with it. Young, old,
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. How long did it even take you to actually get that sound, like, to where you know it was, you know, solid?
Shit. I felt like I always had a solid sound, but when I start embracing other people, like I was saying earlier, like, shit, you be humble, you allow people to come around, you might have this person here might have a idea for you. You see what I'm saying? So when it was, like, just say like when Meek Mill and Drake went through that and he was saying Drake got ghostwriter, that shit don't even matter because Drake performing that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though, you know, I do my own music and shit, I still got people who will give me pointers too, because I feel like it take a team to do it. Can't do this shit by yourself.
With your fan base so far, like, do you know the art? Like, what kind of audience are you targeting when it comes to your music that you feel?
Shit, mainly I'm talking to women. Because my real life, like, shit, I'm a ladies' man, so everybody know that. So, me personally, I want to get the ladies' attention. Once I get the ladies' attention, because once they hear me kicking this shit I'm kicking, if they ever fuck with me, or they homegirl done told them about me, they know what it is. So, I'm also focused on the women. And, you know, I got music for street niggas, too. Real niggas gonna fuck with me. Hate ass niggas just gonna hate. You know, I've been going through this shit all my life. It's gonna always be there. I done got used to this shit. I hear shit. Let that shit go out the other ear. So, you know, I'm just gonna show it on the screen what it really is.
I feel you. And also, like, what keeps you even pushing with the music, like you said, because sometimes it can get discouraging. So, what keeps that motivation going, that hunger?
Just the understanding of what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I understand exactly what it takes. This shit take. It's time, patience, money, and, you know, relationships. So, you know, me personally, I don't even really be focused on the negative of the shit. Because I done been doing it for so long, niggas probably be like, but damn, why he ain't blue yet? Because it wasn't my time yet. You know, I ain't been around the right people to go there with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to see you grow. So, like I was saying before, like, niggas gonna hate. They gonna always hate. You got niggas who gonna congratulate too. Like, I don't feel like everybody hate, man. I know everybody don't, but shit, a lot of niggas do, because it's either a bitch I'm fucking or a bitch that they want that I'm fucking. Like, they might not even have her, but just because I had her, niggas feel like they gotta speak a certain way about me. But I fuck with solid females, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about no female I fuck with. So, and a lot of them stand up for me. You know, they come back and tell me what niggas say. But me personally, I don't get into all that. You know what I mean? I just know how to deal with a nigga.
Got you. Cool. All right, and even for you, like, for this year, or even who knows next year, but like, when can they expect the music for you? Like, do you have a date on it so far?
We don't have a date specifically. Like, we had pushed we was doing the listening party, and I know everything happened for a reason, but the guy Troy Marshall that I'm working with, his mama got sick, so the night before, so we had to end up canceling it. But at the same time, we was gonna push the Fake or Bankroll Freddie. But we know we don't feel like that's the record to jump out there with first. So we gonna go with the record. It's called Freaky. And they definitely gonna hear Freaky, and it's an undeniable record.
Why do you feel
that Freaky?
Freaky, yeah, is undeniable, and it's the one.
Because I'm not even going off of no homeboys, because a lot of my homeboys even heard a lot of my music. So I'm gonna say, like, it's just like what the program director saying, with certain A&R saying, like, we knew what it was in our heart, but when we hear other people saying exactly what we talk about behind closed doors, then we know it's the record. Because it's a record that the women gonna fuck with, it's a record that the niggas gonna fuck with. So, yeah, I'm super confident in it. I put everything behind it.
Freaking.